Let's talk about the Buster Poindexter song Hot, Hot, Hot. No, okay, wait. Do not scroll past this. This story is far more interesting than you think. It's about fame, fortune, and the crazy person that you date right before you find the one.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
The year was 1987. Singer David Johansen was in a band called the New York Dolls, and while they were well received critically, they hadn't had much commercial success. Tony Garnier was working as a bass player and had started making a name for himself working with a variety of artists, including Tom Waits on the 1985 album Rain Dogs. Then David Johansen decided to go in a different direction. He started performing under the pseudonym Buster Poindexter and singing a mixture of jazz, lounge, and calypso music. Then everything changed once Johansen heard a song by another artist named Arrow.
Well, I was down in the islands a couple of years ago, and Hot, Hot, Hot was originally done by a guy named Arrow, who's a calypsonian. And it was the #1 song 2 years in a row, which is unprecedented at the Trinidad Calypso Festival, and also #1 road march 2 years in a row. So it's kind of like probably the most popular calypso going today. And now America is going to hear it.
The self-titled album Buster Poindexter was released in 1987, and people loved it. It changed David Johansen's life. The song peaked at number 45 on the Billboard Hot 100, and Buster performed on Saturday Night Live regularly. And who brought the low end on this life-changing track? Tony Garnier and his Spector bass. Tony was a member of the SNL house band from 87 to 89, backing Johansen on the album, on SNL, and even on Johnny Carson.
Would you welcome, please, Buster Poindexter.
Wow! I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Whoa, whoa.
Now, it's easy to sit here in the future and rail against how ridiculous this song is. But don't forget that between then and now, we've had Who Let the Dogs Out, The Macarena, and most recently, Old Town Road. It seems every few years we all go crazy for a ridiculous song and look back and can't believe we ever liked it. By the way, I'm not being rude in calling this song ridiculous. David Johansen, Buster Poindexter himself, agrees.
I want to play something from the Buster Poindexter era, and
Don't play Hot, Hot, Hot.
No, I wasn't going to. I was going to play.
Thank God.
Were you really tired of it?
It's the bane of my life.
Oh, I was going to play Bad Boy.
Okay.
With Hot, 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 David Johansen was thrust into the spotlight. He got Bill Murray to star in the music video, and Johansen himself stars in Murray's 1988 movie Scrooged. As for Tony Garnier, right after his stint with Buster Poindexter and this ridiculous song, he landed a gig that could not be more opposite. In 1989, he joined Bob Dylan on the Never Ending Tour, serving as his bass player, music director, and now longest-running band member. This tour has not stopped. Dylan has played more than 3,000 shows on this tour, and Tony has been on almost all of them. In addition to this, Tony has recorded with Diana Krall, Iron and Wine, Paul Simon, Buddy Guy, Carly Simon, and of course, Bob Dylan. And whereas songs like the Macarena went away, Hot, Hot, Hot has become part of American culture.
Start a fire, caliente.
This is your captain speaking. The local temperature in Rio de Janeiro is hot, 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 with 100% chance of passion.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
This song changed David Johansen's life, who still performs as Buster, by the way, solidified itself as part of American culture, and was the crazy gig that legendary bassist Tony Garnier did just before landing his tour with Bob Dylan. That's the power of a good bass line. I mean, I'm not saying you should go listen to it, but it's powerful.